Okay, so hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new to this channel, my name is Wong and I do beauty related videos, but I also do the occasional law school study tip video. So today you're on my law school playlist video, and basically my law school playlist, if you subscribe to my channel and just follow my playlist, it should be like linked here in the little eye or this side. I'm not really sure how this uploads, but yeah, then you can see all my new updates. So yeah, so I'm just gonna be answering some of your questions today. I really didn't have any time to type down or anything and respond to a lot of your questions, so I'm just gonna read some of the comments and quickly respond to them. So Wolfdale00 commented on one of my the law school, how I got into law school in the UK video, and she said, she or he, I'm not sure, said third class isn't the worst one you can get. You can actually get just a pass. I actually didn't know that because I just thought in my mind that third class was the worst thing you could possibly get. Oh, I have a phone call, sorry. Okay, so I have to quickly answer these questions because I have to go meet my friend in a bit. So the next person says, would love to see a video on how you manage your time effectively during law school in the US, daily and monthly schedule for assignment readings and up until the exam schedule. So that's gonna have to be 3 separate videos because daily, monthly schedule for assigned readings. Basically, I don't plan monthly, I plan week by week, and I actually, let me see if I have. I did use during recently for some of the my final exams is I purchased something like this. This is a weekly planner, and it's a desk planner. You just leave it on the front of your desk, and instead of planning by the month, I just planned by the week, and instead of planning day by day, that's what I would do. And it's really easy, simple. You can buy this at sesv.com if you prefer this kind of sort of pattern, but you can find these anyways. You can find like really generic ones in Staples or whatever, and you just fill in the month and the dates. And what I would do is I would create like a time log. So not necessarily a time log. I wouldn't put like what time in the day I would need to do something. I would just do a to-do list, a mini to-do list, and put a little square next to each task. And most of the time I would know what the task is because I would have it in my agenda or something. So then I would just check it off, and I would schedule week by week because if I did it day by day, I wouldn't be as on top of things. But if I have a weekly view, it kind of like creates that sort of anxiety that helps you like stay on schedule, if that makes any sense. So that's what I kind of did. And how I organized my study and reading schedule is basically I would take the syllabus and make a list of the dates of when I need to read stuff, and I would put it in my desk, like not that planner, sorry, not that desk calendar, but I would have a planner, and I would write down the dates it was due. And instead of so I would have the due date, and then I would have the to do by date. So if it was due on Wednesday, I would say, depending on my schedule of other classes, I would say I have to read this on Monday, so I would have it done by the Tuesday or the Wednesday. So yeah, and leave yourself some time to fail. So basically don't schedule it for the day before, because sometimes the day before maybe something will pop up, like a friend would be like, oh, let's go hang out or whatever, and then you probably would fall behind on schedule. So do it like 2 days in advance type of thing. So that's kind of how I did that, but I'll go in depth and do like more organization video if you guys want. So let me know in the comments down below if you guys want more of an organizational video on how I scheduled my study schedule and that kind of deal. And for legal writing and taking exams. So this is 2 different separate questions, because legal writing and taking exams, legal writing is mainly, I guess if you're asking about legal writing, that's a course in the US. So I'm thinking that you're a US student. For legal writing, I don't have any recommendations on what books to do. You just go for the course and you try and attack those assignments. But for taking exams, I would recommend taking an exam, purchasing like a nutshell case book, or a easier textbook that's recommended on Amazon. Sometimes the textbooks that's recommended by professors are either if you go to a big university, it's either the professor wrote it himself, so he's like, read my stuff, buy my book, but sometimes just read some reviews online. There are helpful textbooks out there that are better than the textbook you're actually assigned, and that's what I did for one of the courses. I just looked on Google Books for some of the topics that I had to learn, and instead I learned off of the Google Books. But make sure it's the most latest edition. You don't want to be studying old law in an old textbook. So oh my god, I almost like choked on my own spit. So that's my my tip for you. So let's see, favorite stationery. Someone said stationery is life. Yes, I love stationery. If you guys haven't checked out my law school video on what stationery I use a lot of erasable markers and erasable highlighters to use on library textbooks, and then you can just erase it out and it disappears, so you're not damaging the book itself. Someone said this was helpful. DKZ, you're welcome. I'm glad you found my law school study tips helpful. Next person asked, hi, could you do a video? Oh, this is Links Wong. I think you emailed me, but I'm not sure. I can't remember. But could you do a video on tackling and planning on doing well for long coursework assignments like a dissertation or independent study? Okay, so that's two different things. So for dissertation, so I guess like coursework, the way I would do that is I kind of like, I don't even know how to explain the way I do assignments like that. I think the biggest tip I can give you is just keep writing, and for everything that you get out of a book or an article or a journal or a case, always cite it, even though if it's not the proper citation, because a lot of the times you waste time on citation and then you get frustrated and then you don't focus on what you're trying to write. Just cite it real quick, say what it is, and go back later and do all the proper citation. So I would say definitely cite everything, and as you're going, just make sure that yeah, your citations are all correct, because that's like the scariest part, is not citing the source. And another thing is, of course, if you have a topic in mind, I would recommend doing an outline. Obviously, do sort of ask yourself questions. Okay, for example, if the question is, I did a paper on patents and the patentability of genes for the breast cancer gene cells, so BRCA1, BRCA2, and it was from the Myriad Genetics case. So I did a comparison between the UK law, the EU law, and US law. So because that was my overall topic and question, underneath my idea, I organize, I don't even know how to speak, I organize my ideas with sub questions. Sorry, I'm just checking my phone. Oh, so I have to leave now, but let me just finish my thought. Basically, I would ask myself questions. So like, what is the rule? What is the rule of the case in the US? What is the rule? Why is it like this? Blah blah blah. So I would ask myself questions, and with those questions I would create subtopics underneath each section, and by doing that I was able to create a sort of a skeleton of how my paper was going to be, and then do the research along with it to answer those specific questions to the main question at hand. Okay, so that's how I do that. I keep everything on soft copy. I don't really use hard copy that often, unless if it's a really difficult case, then I print it out and highlight and do tabs and stuff. But I think I'll answer this question better like in another video. Maybe I'll like go through how I write a paper or something. But yeah, so the general answer to this question is that, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's really quick. I have things to do, places to go, so this is the end of the video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.